Hey guys, what's up? This is Anthony of the Lavender Town Project, and I'm here today to read you guys a theory that I made about a year and a half ago. And this actually goes back to our roots of being a Pokemon-based channel, obviously by our name, which indicates the Lavender Town Syndrome, the Lavender Town Tone, that sort of thing, which if you haven't seen those videos, those are also obviously on our channel as well, you can check out. I didn't go with me, a video of, watching me as usual, for the simple fact of, what's the point if you guys are just going to be listening, right? So, this is not really a scary theory, however, I didn't know if I was planning to go in a creepypasta direction with this, or if I was going with a simple, run-of-the-mill connect-the-dots theory, if you will. So just humor me and listen if you want. It's a pretty good structured theory in my opinion. It took me a long time to make it. Hours of research went into this. It has to do connecting the games, not really to the anime, but connecting a lot of the games as well as the movies together to create this one thing. The part of the theory that I did finish is mostly just the creation of Mewtwo. As I said, I was not finished with this. I was only about halfway done, but it's been a while since I did this, and so I kind of forgot where I was going with it, so I might as well share you the theory now, since I've been wanting to do it for quite a while. So I'll just say right now, thanks for watching. I will probably put in some kind of image for you guys to look at while you guys are listening to this, if I can. If not, then sorry, I'll just have to look at black, but that's okay. You can just listen to it on your iPod or whatever you want. So here goes nothing, and this is my theory. I call it Pikachu Project 1998. In 1995, Giovanni, leader of Team Rocket, hires a team of scientists led by world-renowned DNA expert Dr. Fuji to go on an expedition of a lifetime. Giovanni funds a special project to travel to the heavily forested and undisturbed region of Guyana, where there is what is thought to be an ancient temple, a shrine to Mew, the world's most powerful Pokemon, which is now thought to be extinct. They search the ruins for days and find what they believe to be a Mew fossil. Halting the excavations, the scientists and Dr. Fuji retreat back to their genetic testing facilities within their laboratory on Cinnabar Island. The team then begins the tedious assignment of extracting the genes of the specimen and converting them into living cells, which will hopefully multiply to become a living, breathing Mew. Many attempts fail, although the beings are alive and stable. Well, not physically stable. They are all shapes and forms of goop that resembles silly putty. These globs have all the same characteristics and traits of Mew, even with the same color, except for the very rare light blue colored ones that were more reflective and glittery looking than the normal globs. Dr. Fuji had at least succeeded in some light, and went to tell Giovanni they had produced a Pokemon equally as powerful. When he saw where the experiment chamber full of moving globs was, he laughed and threatened the team to stop wasting his time and precious money. He had already invested nearly 10 million yen into the project, yet luckily he had saved his money by rarely paying any of his Team Rocket employees. Yet just months before, while first planning the project, he started saving money and got two of his favorite rookies to try and find rare and powerful Pokemon, to catch them at all costs, a side project in hopes of getting Mew, or something equally as promising, if not better. These rookies were exceptional trainers, especially the one that went by the name of Grunt Blue, who had a deep love for Pokemon, and were sure to do the job. When they asked for anything more than their own Pokemon, Giovanni gave them his annoying talking Meowth. Although Giovanni always talked of big rewards, all of his Team Rocket, especially his turned-out-to-be failed rookie leaders, never seen 1 cent, allowing Giovanni to focus his personal finances into his precious Mew project, and this gave him the leeway he needed to fund the project with Dr. Fuji even more than after the globs. Dr. Fuji seen these whatever they were to still be Pokemon, let alone have the capabilities to be powerful, so he named them. Based off of something he always said, a synonym for the word same, he named the globs Ditto, as shown by their habits to transform into any desired shape and color, through his private studies with them when Giovanni was not there seeing after the project. As for the blue glob, he named it a shiny ditto, after its physical characteristics as well. Later to be found out by the professors Oak and Elm in the following 4 years, Dr. Fuji's DNA processor enhanced the gene in the to-be ditto's DNA that would make a Pokemon a different color, usually an inverted of the original, as well as make it reflective. The professors calculated there was a 1 in 8,192 chance of this happening, and didn't spread enough to become a commonly known rarity until around 1999, when trainers finally bred enough Dittos, which all contain the shiny gene, with other Pokemon to get eggs. The shiny gene, as well as the not yet known virus named or dubbed Pokerus, resulted from the remnants of Mew's energy within the Ditto's DNA, to make the virus become positive and making the Pokemon stronger when it was contracted. These are all part of the new Pokemon bred, which thus started the trend of shinies and Pokerus to be extremely popular. After jotting down notes in his database about scientific origins of Ditto, Dr. Fuji and his scientists tweaked their systems and added a few new chemicals into the DNA processor, which they hoped would come out with the real Mew. As angry and impotent as Giovanni became, he continued funding the project. The cloning process of Mew's DNA took months, and when trainers started encountering at the time the unknown Dittos which migrated from the mainland as well, there were many conspiracies as to what was really going on Cinnabar Island, and everybody wanted to see for themselves. Eventually, the media started contacting Dr. Fuji through his lab's well-known phones and computers, and he needed to keep things under wraps. Giovanni instructed Dr. Fuji to name the project Pikachu Project 98 after one of his favorite Pokemon, as well as the year he had hoped the project would finally be finished. This way, everyone would just think of nothing big was going on. However, many wondered. Finally, in late December of 1995, Dr. Fuji's team had produced a living, breathing being which looked a lot stronger than Mew physically. As it grew in its containment unit throughout the months, the whole team ran statistics and took notes on every little detail to ensure the well-planned success. And now was the time to see if their prayers had come true. On January 1st, 1996, the new year, the Mew clone awakened at last. Pikachu Project 98 was a total success. The clone could physically and mentally function very well, and even had developed a way to talk through telekinesis, something that even the legendary Mew couldn't do, resulting from the Pokerus that was a part of its DNA, which modified its mental capacity as a psychic combat Pokemon significantly. The clone had a gray and purple color scheme, and its body was greatly resembled that of a human's, being that the team also added human DNA into the mix as well. Dr. Fuji named the new Pokemon Felis Mewis 2.5, which was its scientific name, or Mewtwo, its general name. It was named respectfully and simply after its ancestor Mew. He and the other scientists noted down their communications with Mewtwo up until he asked of his origins and purpose. Dr. Fuji and the team told Mewtwo that their tests and documentation were just beginning after the 11-month process. Dr. Fuji had also known Giovanni only paid them to make a Pokemon he could own and control for the purpose of Team Rocket, and cared nothing of the scientific breakthroughs. He was determined to somehow keep Mewtwo a secret, and to show Giovanni more Dittos in the hopes that he would abandon the project and leave the lab to its work. However, both Fuji and Giovanni knew that the power that Mewtwo possessed. Mewtwo became hostile, using his newfound powers to destroy the lab in rage, and kill everyone inside it. The laboratory's explosion did the final trick, and no life was left on Cinnabar Island, for Mewtwo and countless Ditto hiding in fear. Many traveled to Kanto and Johto regions, which were very close to Cinnabar Island. Within minutes, media covered the explosion on TV and radio. Giovanni and a few Team Rocket grunts flew over there to the scene via helicopter in anticipation. Since the island was both a safety hazard and a private property, no one dared to go and check it out, ultimately leaving Giovanni to his 15 million yen in action. Giovanni introduced himself as Mewtwo's partner and offered to help him control his powers. Mewtwo agreed unknowingly to Giovanni's true purpose. They went to Team Rocket's newly built headquarters in the Kanto region, while the news of the unexplained Cinnabar disaster reached the Hoenn region. Throughout the next few weeks, Giovanni, along with Team Rocket researchers, designed a suit of armor specially fitted to Mewtwo's body to help channel his psychic aura into one place and magnify it as a result. Giovanni and Mewtwo trained on many wild Pokemon and defeated any trainer who competed Giovanni at his lab in Viridian City, including a trainer only known as Green, who went ahead of his rival in hopes of becoming a champion of the Elite Four. As Mewtwo became stronger, he was unknowingly being used by Giovanni to catch wild Pokemon without resistance and defeat trainers for their money. He and the rest of the top-ranked Team Rocket members who knew of Pikachu Project 1998 were very pleased to obtain the most powerful Pokemon of them all. So guys, that's just part of the theory that I made. That was the half that I got done. I know where I was going with this half is the facts, and it's actually a real theory, and it's, it's a real theory in the Pokemon community that Dr. Fuji and the Mr. Fuji from the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town are the same, one and the same. And it even kind of, if I remember correctly, it does kind of support this in the later games by the what are those things called? The things that make the Pokemon into their ultimate being from Pokemon X and Y versions. I forgot what they're called. I've never played the newer games, but it does support this theory that, since ancient times there was a myth of a power that was able to convert them into a higher being than just their maximum evolution. As I said, I don't really remember where I was going with this, but it was a very good theory at the time, and this is the half that I was able to get done. It is really cool to think about connecting these pieces together. Now, most of this that I connected was from the Pokemon the First movie, if you haven't seen it, and also a lot of the going-ons or happenings that happened in the original Pokemon games, if you remember. And if you collect these just right, they actually, connect pretty well, in my opinion anyways. So, thanks for watching or listening, rather, to this theory. Tell me what you guys think. As I said, I don't know if I think I was able to put this into a creepypasta in my head, but I never really had, the resources to do it, so I kind of just left it how it was. And you guys know me being lazy as fuck. I never really finished it. Plus, it was in storage, as I said, for like a year or so. But yeah, I finally got it, and I wanted to share it to you. So yeah, tell me what you guys think of this. Speaking of Pokemon videos, I will have some more of those out. I wanted to check out a lot more Pokemon stuff, and there's a lot more new stuff. Pokemon creepypastas mostly, and other theories and stuff like that. But beyond that, speaking of creepypastas, as evident by a lot of the comments in my ghost videos that I've recently made, a lot of you surprisingly don't really believe in ghosts. And now that I have that information, I can transfer that into more videos regarding, myths, urban legends, creepypastas, tragedies, things that are undeniably real, or at least, cool to think about, like creepypastas. So I will be doing a lot more of those, and I will also be doing, maybe not gameplays, but I will be uploading gameplays that other people have done of certain games. One of those being Ben Drowned. I watched the whole video, and that's some pretty creepy shit. Although I didn't really get it because I never played the original game, Majora's Mask. So, yeah, but, and then, of course, I will be doing my Five Nights at Freddy's story video, as well as, maybe some gameplay, I'm not sure, but definitely the story about Five Nights at Freddy's and some other stuff. So, as I said, thanks for watching. Those are just some new videos that I'm coming up. If you've watched this video a while after it's uploaded, then those videos that I mentioned should already be out by now. If not, then just stay back and relax, and I'll get those out to you as soon as possible. For the billionth time, thanks for watching, guys. It means a lot to hear your support on a theory that I made myself. This is kind of the first thing that I've written for the channel exclusively, so I really want to know what you guys think of it. And it took me roughly about 8 hours to research all of that and write it down, so yeah, just I want to know what you guys think of it, and how you guys connected it to, the movies, the games, as well as other theories. So yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know how many times I'm gonna fucking say that, and take care, guys. Until my next video, see you guys later. Bye.